analogy that you want that I like to use, and we're not there as an industry at all, but the analogy that we should all be building towards is the utility grid. Like if you flip a light switch, I should have on. I hit that light switch back there. In real time, I just activated a power plant.
Right.
Like it got a little hotter just for me to generate more electricity for me. And like when you buy something on the store at Target, in real time, it should be sending the signal back to their production systems to go, hey, do you order one more unit at that moment, or is that feeding into a predictive model for data science that it's actually already been ordered because you're able to predict these things? But ultimately, that supply and demand loop needs to be as good as it is for the utility grid, and it's nowhere near that right now. Right now, it's like a bunch of emails getting forwarded and phone calls and duct tape and PDF attachments, right? And but that's what we're building towards, is that retailer can send a signal. We're there with two of our retail channel. Our omni-channel business does B2B distribution to 50 different retailers.
Okay.
I think it's only two so far that can feed back to us real-time data of inventory status. Okay. And then that lets us auto replenish and make sure, and those are Amazon and Walmart, FBA and WFS specifically.
And the category of product matters too in this conversation as well, right? For the most part.
Say more.
So like, this probably works more for like household commodities or things of that nature than it does an apparel SKU, but maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I think it's always a statistical model that you're feeding back into. It's not that just because you sold one, you want to buy one more. Like, just because you bought that nice painting behind yourself doesn't mean you can immediately order another one.
So it could work for any category then, just as long as you have the modeling right.
I think it's about statistical modeling. And
okay, cool.
That's one more data signal for the data scientists to figure out and build the predictive models for how much to reorder and when. But yeah, so we're able to do that now with auto replenishment into FBA and Walmart fulfillment center because their APIs feed back inventory status data. So the merchant just needs to approve sharing that with Flexport, so our data science can do their work.
Wow.
But I would expect that most retailers will get there and build the data governance models to enable the sharing of that. So, you say, hey, this merchant wants to share their data. Are they allowed to or not? And is it their data to share or not? But it probably take time. And there might be some that are actually more advanced than I don't know about. We haven't integrated with. I'm not saying Amazon and Walmart are the best. That's just where Flexport's capabilities extend today.
Right. But working to the limits with those two retailers in particular and really pressure testing, just like you did all the way back, I'm sure. Like, I'm still so surprised, Ryan, that your first endeavor was like shipping the largest, heaviest, most complex things to people with your early e-commerce businesses. And now what you've created with Flexport is really pushing the limits of kind of where the future of the supply chain is headed. And all of the intricacies that retailers will need to be paying very close attention to as that supply chain evolves. Ryan, I'm sure there's going to be a million people who were listening here that want to reach out to you. They want to find out how Flexport might work for their own businesses. What's the best way for them to kind of start that conversation with you?
Oh, it's so easy. You can go to flexport.com and just hit sign up and just go ahead and sign up.
That's it.
If let's say you're a retailer signing up for our e-commerce services, if you just make sure you put that you do at least 60 daily orders.
Okay.
That's just your hack to getting through our sign up flow. Our Flexport rep will call you immediately.
The cheat code. Yeah, perfect.
But regardless, you can drop straight into the sign up and start using the products right online. Wow. That's for our omni-channel business. Forwarding will also reach out to you. The omni-channel business is what we acquired from Shopify Logistics. Freight forwarding is our legacy Flexport platform that we've been building for over a decade. We're working very hard right now to bring these two businesses together where 1 + 1 = 3. But I'd love to talk to you. So signing up on the website, you want to talk to me directly. Twitter is probably the easiest. My handle is types fast. Types
fast. Okay, good to know.
I do use LinkedIn, but I've got like 5,000 unread messages on LinkedIn, so I can't promise that I will respond on LinkedIn. It's a lot. I get so much inbound on there that it's a lot of spam and stuff. So, but Twitter, I'm a lot more responsive. So love to hear from everybody.
Amazing.
Right, do you get into chats and stuff with people too, Ryan?
Yeah.
Like, do you get into
on LinkedIn,
on Twitter? Are you like getting into conversations with people?
Trying to stay focused on work, but if it's a little bit.
Oh my God.